Now that you've added your task list to project, you know what needs to be done to complete your schedule. You've determined the what and when. Next, you need to input the who, and that's what we're going to be learning about in this chapter of movies. Open up the Project Resources exercise file to follow along. You'll notice that I've input all of the information that we've been developing in the previous exercises, and now we have a complete project plan in front of us with dependencies and notes and a Gantt chart that is a really well-developed plan. So now we're going to concentrate on the resources that we're going to input. And we're going to take a look at the View menu and the Resource sheet. This is the easiest way to add your resources into your project plan. Now, there are different types of resources that are associated to a project plan, and each has an associated cost. If we go to the Resource sheet and we click on Type and look at the drop-down menu, you're going to see the 3 different types of resources that you can work with. Projects tracks the costs that are assigned to your resources to help you understand how much your project is going to cost you overall. It's also able to give you an update on the changing cost of your project as your resources and tasks change and the cost of those resources change. To determine the people, supplies, and equipment necessary to get the job done, you're going to need a laundry list available that you're going to input here in this area of project. For work resources, there are 3 different types of resources in a project: work, material, and costs. Work resources are equipment or people that spend time working on the task. And for these kinds of resources, you're going to need the time and the percent of the assignment that you're going to be assigning that particular work resource to this task with. So time and percentage of assignment are key. Next, we have our material resources. These are items used while working on the project, such as paper or food for a crew. Units of measure are key here. You want to measure the quantity of the resource that will be used during the project. You're also going to need to indicate if the rate of use is based on time or is it a fixed cost. The final type of cost resource you can use is a cost resource, and this is something new with Project 2007. This is a way to add a fixed cost to a task without making the cost dependent on work performed. So we're going to take a look at a little bit more detail for these 3 types of resource costs, and we're going to put in the information that we need in order to flesh out our project plan. In our next movie, we'll be actually creating our resource list.